Now my crown looks a little messy. I ain't gonna front because I gotta get more feathers. But the reason it looks the way it does is because these are actual authentic feathers. This isn't costume jewelry. These are actual feathers from actual birds. Y'all like, how'd you get that? How did we always get them? So anyway, that's not the point. This video this video is dedicated to the OGs of this shit. Now, before we get started, I want you public school program people to realize something. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you believe or what you think, because you're programmed. You're a public school program slave. That's what you are. You're not wise. You're not authentic. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What am I talking about? How long have we been calling these Siberians fake Indians? We've been telling you they're not American Indians. We call them natives. So Trump calls for Native Americans to be sent back to India in latest deportation push. I'm like, why would he do that? Unless he's listening to certain people. How would he know that? Who brought up the Indian from Indus Valley? Who brought that up? Abos brought that up. They're the ones with more push than the American Indians, and that's fine. The American Indians, or at least on my page, we told you it's a suffix word. Indi, Ian, guardian, vegetarian, veterinarian. I've already proved this to you. Even before people were parents, they were called guardians. Okay, the root word is guard. So you're adding, okay, Indi or indigenous. Okay, you're adding Ian. So it's the indigenous people of the land. People don't want to say that. They want to say they're from the Indus Valley. All right, cool. Who y'all talking about? When y'all said they was from the Indus Valley, who was you talking about? Was you talking about the Indian, the one that turns into a color, that turns into a Negro, that turns into a black? Or are you talking about these Native Americans? That's fine, because even Trump's starting to notice that. He even wants to deport them. So the argument is this. What are we supposed to do? What do you want to do? They're kicking out Hispanics. They claim to be American Indian or Native American. They're kicking them the fuck out. The fucking Siberian who comes over here in the 1500s, even though the fucking conquistadors are over here in 1492 calling these people copper colored. They're coming from the bottom. They're not coming from the top. No conquistador in history ever talked about some mongoloids. They never said that. They said El Negro, Negro del Terra. If you don't want to say that, nigga, you're gonna have to go with what they left. That's the information they left. They didn't leave Mongolian. They didn't say Mongolian Del Terra. They didn't say El Mongolian. They didn't. They said fucking El Negro. Negro Del Toro. Sorry, Del Terra. And everybody's like, oh, that was rewritten later in the day. Okay, then why did the American census reclassify the fucking Indian as a goddamn color? Even the fucking Mongolian, aka the Asians, nobody calls them colors. Even when we talk about people of color, they never really are referring to the Asian. They're talking about Negroes and what they're calling Hispanics. That's what they're talking about. Or a Hindu, something like that. But they're not talking about no damn Asian. Most Asians are Eurasian. They consider themselves white anyway, so that doesn't make sense. Why is Trump doing this? And why is he even pushing this right now? Why is he saying that they're originally from India? Where did he get that information from? We all know Hindustan turns into India in 1947. Okay, this is Harry Truman. This is when he's running shit, and the whole fucking, he's the one who made the United Nations, and it's like they all had to. He made the United Nations and the CIA, and y'all don't see the okie doke. Why Trump deporting everybody and their mama except the American Negro? Why is he doing that? Some serious shit. These are like real serious ass questions to be asked. Like, yo, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Like, y'all can say I look crazy. That's fine. That's cool. I gotta get more feathers. And trust me, I'm gonna get the whole fucking crown. But for now, this is how many I got. And I just had to rap for my folks. I had to take it back. Like, I felt like I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to go old school with it. Like, hold on. Let me get these feathers around my head. Let me get these feathers around my head real fast. Because Trump's deporting the Native Americans. Why? You're not supposed to be deporting them people. Those are the real Indians. So he can deport continental Africans. He can deport Hispanics. He can deport Hindus. He can deport Asians. He can deport Arabs. He can deport everybody who comes over this motherfucker. But he can't deport the American Negro. Why? They were brought over here and they were slaves. Okay, that's what your mouth say. I know a wise man can't take a person off their land. They can only brainwash them, but they can't make you leave. This is your land. And then not even just that. Why would they get rid of the ones who made the 50,000 taxes? Why would they do that? It's black and white chessboard. What do you think, they dumb? You think they gonna get rid of the fucking remote control maker? The home security system maker? The motherfucking temples and pyramids? More pyramids than anywhere on earth. More fucking proof of where the pyramids come from the mounds. It's like, why the mountains way up there and there ain't none down there? Why? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me why they ain't none. Why ain't they none down there? If they fucking, they're the originators of this shit. If they're the originators of it, why ain't they got none down there? Huh? Y'all answer that question for yourselves. Why ain't they got none down there? Don't get mad at me. I'm just claiming my roots, man. I'm just claiming my folks, man. I'm saying we home, man. We was always home, man. Y'all the ones saying we from somewhere else. But we got way more business over here, and we done way more than anybody else. And we're the ones with the the most secrets. We're the ones with the most hidden stories, the most lies, the most reclassifications. They ain't never reclassified nobody as many times as they did us. Why? Why is Trump able to kick everybody the fuck out, even the supposed original person over here? But he can't kick out the original person over here. Argue with yourself if you want. I don't give a damn. You ain't got to like my shit. You ain't got to subscribe to my shit. But you gotta realize, for some reason, the fucking American Indians and the Aboriginals was always rocking with Trump. We always was feeling his energy. And what does he do in return? He exposes some shit to the world. They call him crazy. Why the fuck would he even put this up there if it was crazy? What? Y'all said the same shit about us. Y'all called us crazy. Maybe motherfuckers ain't crazy. Maybe motherfuckers know a little more information than y'all do. And y'all out here running your fucking mouth. Everlasting gobstoppers not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Trump calls for Native Americans to be sent back to India. Why? Because the American Indians, aka the American Negroes, have been exposed this shit. We're like, nigga, how the fuck is Christopher Columbus thinking he's in India if there is no fucking India at that time? It's Hindustan. So who's making up this story? Irwin. Irwin is making up some shit. They're like, oh no, the Indus Valley. Okay then, nigga, you saying they some Hindus. So these Siberian motherfuckers, whether you want to call them Siberian, Hindu, I don't give a fuck. They're not from here. So Trump just played into the Aboriginals' hands when they came up with that fucking shit. The Indus Valley. I told y'all it's a subject word. Y'all don't have to believe me. Fine, whatever. But okay, fine. Y'all niggas took them to fucking India. So now guess where they're going? Fucking India. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Y'all niggas don't even realize the power that you have. Y'all out here talking all this stuff. And it's catching up. People are hearing us. It's catching up. To where now it's like, oh shit. The dude, remember, everybody was calling these motherfuckers crazy. They was all on the internet. The Pan-Africans was calling them crazy. The pro-blacks was calling them crazy. The church folks calling them crazy. Everybody was calling us crazy except the Hebrew Israelites because they been trying to tag up with the Indians anyway. Even though we're going to blow that story out the water because it don't make no fucking sense. But why the Indians the Native Americans that the Hebrews was linking up with, why are they getting deported? Because you fucking with that book the wrong way. You're not fucking with it the long way. You're not fucking with it allegorically. You fucking with it spellcasting way. You full of shit. Tucker Carlson just cracked fucking Ted Cruz head with that shit. He like, yeah, the Bible says to, worship Israel. He's like, no, bro. The Bible doesn't say nowhere about worshiping the government of Israel. That is not even what it's talking about. It's talking about the spiritual Israel, bro, which they're not on. They're bombing and murdering people. They're not that. But I digress. Just like we're not African. That's why we can't get deported. What's up? Oh, I got to play FBA before they take me away. You damn right. You got to, because they will take your ass away. Hispanic people, we already seen what's going on. It's a terrible shame, but you know it should have came the right way. And to all my legal American Hispanics, yo, keep the fight going. Keep representing that heritage. Keep doing what you do. Ain't nobody knocking you, but you're going to have to let your people know, yo, doing it the wrong way is not the strong way, and you're going to fuck yourself in the end. So, to you riffraff, you public school program zombies, always remember everybody went through the same shit that you did. So you get no kudos for that. And clearly you're not a researcher or a historian or a studier or any of that nature because you've had the Ethernet and the internet around for God knows how long and you guys don't know this information. So clearly you're a warped brain, stuck in the program, slave, good boy, do what you're told. We're not. And as you see, Trump isn't. Because Trump's doing something y'all never thought was going to be done. He's saying something that y'all never thought was going to be said, but it was said. By who? The original Americans, the American Indians, aka the American Negro. Crazy, the colored water fountain. You know who it is. You know what time it is. Stop playing. I'm just saying, guys. Think it over. Call him crazy. But how when we were saying that before him? Always also remember, sure don't look like Indians to me. Trump will always get points for that one. For life. Y'all do the math. Go.